Jaguars. By the way, Snoop Huntley is the backup there. Also, the Falcons could be without Michael Penix Jr. with a knee injury as they host the Dolphins. A.J. Brown not practicing for the third day in a row. He has been ruled out for Sunday's game with the Giants. The Jets winless and without Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner against the Bengals. And no Jeffrey Simmons or Calvin Ridley for Tennessee against the Colts. And Andy Dalton starts in place of Bryce Young as the Panthers host the Bills, which now brings us to locks and keys, where we tell you something that we guarantee that'll happen, that'll be a lock, and something that will play a big role in determining the outcome, which is called a key. So we're going to start with the Bills at the Panthers. Swagoo, what's your lock in this one, buddy?
Look, I know the Panthers have really done a good job against the run. The pass game is where they struggle at times, but James Cook has to go over 100 yards, y'all. Like, the rushing needs to reacclimate itself for the Buffalo Bills. Some explosive plays out of the backfield. I still worry when Josh gets high volume throwing downfield. It still lends itself to me sometimes with throwing the ball to the other team. But ultimately, this team balanced, and the way that they were able to run the football with James Cook out of the backfield and create explosives made it a great offense and made them Super Bowl contenders. I think they get back to that against the Panthers.
So, Dan, what's the key?
The key is this Buffalo defense versus Rico Dowdle. Now, one, coming off the bye, Buffalo's played a little bit less nickel by defensive backs this season than they have in the past. Is that going to be the case? But here's where this run defense is. They're the second best defense in the NFL when it comes to like getting penetration, hitting the running back behind the line of scrimmage. They're also the worst defense in the NFL in yards after contact, giving up almost 5 yards to guys after contact. So in this bye week, have they figured that out to not only treat that penetration, but find ways to get that back on the ground and tackle better? Man.
Well, here's the thing. Sean McDermott, he's 8-0 after bye weeks, and we are all cue the gong. Ooh, I think that's only our second gong of the show now. Yeah, we're all on the Bills.
Right.
Never fear, because we think differently. I know, right? This next game, Niners at Texans. Dan, what's your lock for this one?
Whoever wins the battle on the edge is going to win this game. Hall of Famer Trent Williams, who I know Andrew worked with, said he'd go down as the greatest left tackle ever versus Danielle Hunter. That is an elite premier matchup. And Danielle Hunter has been outstanding this season when it comes to rushing the passer. And Trent Williams somehow is continuing to be Trent Williams. That is going to determine how well San Francisco can play or how well Houston defensively can keep them in this football game. That elite matchup one-on-one.
Mina, what is the key in this one?
I think for San Francisco, it's taking that pass rush out of the game by winning on early downs and running the football the way they did Atlanta. This run game has been underwhelming this year, but finally got back on track. We talked earlier this week about their power run game with McCaffrey and all the guards pulling. If they can do that against the Texans defense that's better against the pass than the run, then they'll be in third and short, third and manageable. And the quarterback won't be a sitting duck back there versus this pass rush. So I think that run game on early downs and who wins in that regard is going to go a long way towards determining this.
Okay, so looking at our picks, and once again, I'm saving y'all from the gong, okay? I got to go.
Oh, thank you.
I got to go the Texans at home.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. All their losses have been by 1 score, Mina, okay? All right, so we'll see.
You biased,
This
Anna.
feels close.
You biased.
I'm trying, man. You guys, I'm here for you. All right, it is time for AI-generated fantasy insights presented by IBM. This week, George Kittle is number 9 on the Watson X Boom list of players predicted to overperform. He is projected with a high of 11.7 fantasy points, and I actually sat down with him ahead of time.
2 games, 2 double OT wins for your defending champs. Randy, you had something to say?
Yeah.
OKC is in Atlanta on Saturday, so they get a night off. Aaron Gordon, SJ both with 50-point games. It's the 4th time in league history there have been multiple 50-point performances in the NBA's opening week. This is also the first day in league history in which multiple games were played, and each game had a 50-point performance.
I forgot my man from Northwestern was on OKC.
Come on.
He was there in the post-game interview over the shoulder. Hasn't shaved his mustache. All right, we got Thursday Night Football. We got Justin Herbert opposite Carson Wentz in this matchup of the Vikings and the Chargers. New week, new throwbacks for the Chargers. Same guy throwing the football. That is Justin Herbert to Oronde Gadsden. Gadsden's dad still not starting him in his fantasy football lineup. Gadsden's dad played 6 seasons as a wide receiver for the Dolphins. His son is now a rookie tight end and balling out.
That would be a mistake.
77 yards, 5 grabs, and a touchdown. All of it coming in the first half. Second quarter, it is Carson Wentz. Intended for Adam Thielen, but it's blocked. Yeah, we got a hitch in the get-along. That's not the throwing elbow, but he'd go ahead, get looked at on the sideline. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and look at this. That's Lad McConkey from Herbert. McConkey's third touchdown last 4 games. Look at Herbert. He's so excited. Got some popsicles in the freezer for you. Yeah. Bring some good news. There's Herbert. Then he's rolling out. Finds Trey Harris after he buys some time. 227, 3 touchdowns for Herbert. He has 153 passing touchdowns since his debut in 2020. That's tied for the third most in the NFL in that span. Wentz looking for Jay Jetta. Needs something. Don't need that. 74 yards on 7 grabs for Jefferson, but just not there. 27-point loss, the worst for the Vikes in the Kevin O'Connell era. As for the winning head coach, vibes.
A good plan executed with violence now is better than a perfect plan a week from now. You guys were violent.
Okay, Vikings entering last night with the second highest blitz rate in the NFL. Herbert carved him up, completing 12 of 14 passes against that Vikings blitz, 152 yards and 2 touchdowns. Minnesota blitzed him on 56% of his dropbacks. That is the second highest blitz rate that he's faced in the game.
New England Patriots squad.
First place for now. All right, let's get to the Chargers taking on Carson Wentz and the Vikings. The Vikings won 14 games last year, and they made a quarterback change. Now they're not going to win 14 games. Yeah. Justin Herbert and company, though, spinning it on a Thursday night, fighting Oronde Gadsden II. Gadsden II doesn't even start on his dad's fantasy football team. He said as much on the broadcast. His dad played 6 seasons for the Dolphins as a receiver, and now his son is a tight end scoring touchdowns. He's got 2 in his last 2 games. Let's go second quarter. It's 14-3, Bolts, Carson Wentz. Oh, that ball tapped up in the air, and then Wentz gets hit somewhere as that pass gets batted to the ground. He's holding both elbows. That's tough. I think he only had one of them to pass, but still, Wentz would only throw for 144 yards. This is Herbert to Lad McConkey.
Oh, that's some nice touch.
27 yards.
That is a cold McConkey.
On the pitch and catch. That's a stone cold McConkey. Hey, the colder McConkey than that dude from Seattle. He won Best Rapper. Seattle.
Oh, God.
Thrift Shop.
Thrift Shop. Yep, you're right.
All right.
You're right.
Herbert.
Macklemore.
Thank you to Trey Harris. Yeah, right. Whose bird is that? That's Russell Wilson's bird. Remember that? That was so weird. Herbert threw for 3 scores, had 227 yards. Carson Wentz, a chance to redeem. Nope. Sailed on him, looking for Justin Jefferson. 37-10 is the final. Chargers' 3rd win this season where they've gone wire to wire, never trailed. 27-point win is the worst for the Vikings in the Kevin McConnell era.
Oh, it is time for America's favorite game show, our one and only contestant. You know him. We don't have low T.
We don't have high T.
What we do have is a little Mike T. NFL front office insider Mike Tannenbaum joins the program. Oh, Mike T, let's get straight to our first caller.
Get it.
Looks like it's Aaron Rodgers. He's saying that Sunday night is not a revenge game against the Packers. Mike T, is that fraud or is that law?
Guys, that is capital F fraud. I was with the Jets in 2008 when we traded for Brett Favre, who ironically was replaced by Aaron Rodgers. Iconic quarterbacks are easily aggrieved. They are extremely sensitive. All we heard from Brett Favre is how much, Green Bay had made a mistake. And while Aaron Rodgers is saying the right things publicly, I promise you, this means everything to him. This is his own personal Super Bowl Sunday night.
Okay, let's get to Damian Woody once again, calling from his piano room.
Correct.
He's saying that Drake May is playing like a in the NFL. Is that fraud or laud?
Guys, that is a laud, and let me tell you why. I've always compared him to a Ben Roethlisberger. He's a big, physical, athletic guy, but really where he's improved, this is remarkable. He is leading the NFL in completion percentage, and he's 3rd in yards per pass attempt, meaning, guys, he's extremely accurate, and he's getting the ball down the field. When you put that together with great athleticism, you have a top 5 quarterback. They're going to go places, make the playoffs, and make some noise in the playoffs once they get there.
Top 5 quarterbacks. Drake May, Daniel Jones,
right?
Baker Mayfield.
Geno's. No.
Mike T, our final caller. Oh, Bill Belichick. He's saying that your son's UVA squad needs to be on upset alert this week against his Tar Heels. Fraud Mike T. Orlovsky.
That is a fraud, and we love Coach Belichick, and he's a Hall of Famer. But our Virginia Cavaliers have won 5 games in a row. We're top 10 in the country in scoring, and we're +6 in turnovers. So when you put together a high-powered offense led by Chandler Morris right here with an opportunistic defense, we're going to keep rolling this week in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, look at that.
And listen, the depth they have at the long snapper position for Virginia is unmatched. Not just in the ACC, just in the country.
It's a strength. It's a national strength. Mike T, it's time to claim your prize. Which door are you going to pick?
Guys, I'll go with door number 2.
Oh, what's
door number 2? What's behind door number 2? It is a $2 gift card to the ESPN store.
Hey, newly reopened.
ESPN store just had its grand reopening on campus.
Come on.
Spend wisely.
Yes.
And thank you, Mike T.
What can I get for $2?
You can pay some tax.
Golf balls?
You can the sleeve of golf balls $20. That's going to run you $20.
All right, maybe some golf tees?
They are Pro V1s though.
Fair enough. So they can play that beautiful course behind it.
Yeah, it's the best ball in golf. Mike T, thanks.
Thanks, Mike.